Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for the love of decor and more. My name is Robin, and on this channel I give you DIY ideas as well as decorating and cleaning inspiration, and I also do product reviews. On this video today I will be sharing with you a project that I just finished completing, and it is a refurbishing of a real wood round dining table. I did purchase this table from Habitat for Humanity, and you guys will not guess how much I paid for this table. It's quite funny because I just can't believe it, and I'm so happy I got the deal. So the table was marked as $50. I got up to the cash register and it was 50% off. You guys, I paid $25 for this table. I'm so excited about that. I rented a U-Haul, and I'm going to show you guys some footage of me picking up the table. When I want something, I'm going to make it happen, and I went down to Habitat, saw the table, had to circle back, go to U-Haul and rent a truck to bring the table home, but nonetheless I made it happen. And I think I paid more for the U-Haul rental than the actual table. And a lot of the supplies that I used to refurbish it I already had. So again, this table is for my kitchen dining area, and I've been wanting a real wood round table, but I didn't want to pay $800 to $1,800 for a table. These are really trending right now. And although it's a round traditional real wood table, I wanted it to have like a modern look to it, so I was able to customize the table to fit my aesthetic, which I'm super proud of. So I'm going to show you how I transitioned that old traditional round wood table to more of a modern traditional look. If you like these types of videos, please do subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Hit that like button before you forget for me, and let's jump right into the video. Hey you guys, so I just picked up a U-Haul van to pick up this table from the Habitat for Humanity by any means necessary. Okay ladies, if you like something, find a way to go get it. If you don't own a truck, do what you gotta do. Okay, I was determined. I will tell you guys how much this beautiful table was later in the video, but I wanted to check in just to let you know that I wanted this table and I was going to get it by any means necessary. Okay, U-Haul van ready to go. I'll be back soon.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you guys, so how I began this project is by having my husband dismantle the base from the top of the table so that I could prepare them separately. I took the base outside and I sprayed it with some primer, and then I went in on this really pretty unique piece in the center of the base with a gold spray paint. I wanted it to be more of a champagne or satin gold, and this was coming out, as you can see, as a more metallic gold. So what I did was I just went ahead and finished using this spray because I didn't have much of the champagne colored spray. So I said I'm going to go ahead and do the first coat with the metallic and go over it with the champagne colored spray, and that's what I did. That coffee table on the side of me is another project that I was working on at the same time. That one is also done, and I shared it in a prior video. So now I've brought the base into my home, and I am going over the bottom part with some black paint. The black paint is called Carbon by Bear, and I'm using an angle brush and just going in and painting that bottom base. Okay, so now that I've finished the base of the table, I am tilting it over to the side to take off those hideous legs off of the table. And I am going to be replacing these legs with some acrylic legs that I ordered from Amazon, and they are linked in the description bar. This is how the bottom of the table looked, really dirty with spider webs, and those are the acrylic legs. So I did go ahead and give it a good clean, and now I jumped to refurbishing the top portion of the table, which is in my garage. So I went in with my sander, and you guys, this was hard work. Okay, it took me probably 3 or 4 days, and I took breaks in between because it was like a lot of work, and it was causing my arm and hand to cramp up just getting off those layers of, the lacquer and the different paint that was placed on the table. So it took me a while to do that. It was no fun, but I got it done nonetheless. So here I just did a time lapse to speed it up. So as you can see, I was making progress. But when I tell you everything in the garage was covered with sawdust, I mean everything. My husband used the blower to get all of it out because it was just everywhere. And it was just amazing how far that stuff travels. It was way on the other side of the garage. So pretty messy, so, but again, I got it all done, and I will be back in just a second with the next step. Also, before I go, I want to mention that this is my first time doing this, and I learned that I should have used a stripper, like a liquid stripper, to get that first layer off, and it would have been easier for me to sand it. Okay, so now I have put the table all together, and I am going in with a white paint that I picked up from Home Depot, and I'm just going in. I really wasn't even sure, you guys, what color I was going to paint this table. I went back and forth on should it be gray, cream, white, black, and I decided on this color, Diamonds Therapy by Behr. And this was the first coat. Okay, so I went in and did 2 coats of this, and it was way too white. So what I ended up doing was, thinking about it a little while longer, trying to figure out the best color to paint the table. And while I was thinking about it, I went ahead and started sanding the sides of the table, because it's like a thinner area. So I didn't want to use that hand sander that I had. I needed to go in with this one. So that's what I did. Went ahead and sanded the sides so that I can go ahead and finish painting it, which you'll see shortly. I ended up painting it black. I used the same black paint, which is Carbon by Behr. So here I'm just getting some of that dust off. You guys, it was messy, but I needed to bring it in the house. Like, I could not deal with doing the remainder of this job in the garage. I just couldn't. So as you can see, I vacuumed right after knocking all that dust off of the table. The only reason I used my Dyson vacuum was because I am about to clean it thoroughly. So otherwise, I would not have used my Dyson to pick up sawdust. So after painting it that stark white, I said, let me go in with some walnut stain that I had to just bring the color to more of a linen beige color. And I liked it, but when it dried, you guys, it was way too yellow. So I did not like the way it turned out. The wood grain was showing through. It looked nice, but just not what I was looking for the space, okay? So I let it dry, went in. I had to think about it some more. Went ahead and started with painting the edges of the table. Okay, so here is how it's looking with the edges all painted, but it still has that walnut stain on the top, and you can kind of see better how yellow it looks once it dried. And that was just not the color I was looking for. So I did go in, and you guys, I just want to point out, I love the way the base of the table came out. So super cute. So what I ended up doing was using some paint I had in the garage, which is a paint that I have on the wall throughout my house. And the color is called Sentimental Beige. And I went in and put that color on, which looked a lot better. It's more of a creamier, light gray color, not so white. So I went in and did that. I did put 2 coats and I sanded in between. There are some imperfections on the table, but you guys, I just left it as is, as far as the white or beige color paint went. But I also wanted to add some marks in it to make it look like more of a wood grain. And so I got some black stain that I had in the garage, and I went in after putting this last coat on the table. And you guys, I have this sock on. I'll tell you a little bit about this method. The last coat that I put on, I put on a plastic glove, and then I put a sock on my hand. I wet the sock and I put some paint on that plate and dipped my hand in the paint to kind of give it a whitewashed look, so it's not so stark, you know, like a starky cream color. So that was really, really helpful. And now I'm going in with that black stain to create some lines, to make some imperfections and kind of wood grain lines going through the table. So that is what I am doing here. And this is the last coat of paint before I applied the top coat. So again, here is the before of the table, and here is the after. I love the way it came out. I bought these chairs from Wayfair, and I have linked another video showing the unboxing of those chairs. Love, love, love them. And I only ordered 2 because I wanted to see how they looked in person. Love them. Ordering 2 more, as well as the counter stools to match. Okay guys, so here is an entire view of the open space, the kitchen area with eat-in dining area, as well as the family room. Here is a video.
I've heard it all. Our conversations got me feeling I'm the fool. Like I should've listened when they said that you would treat me like he did.
I hope you enjoyed the process of refurbishing the table and love the new look of the more modern contemporary table, but with a little twist. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the table. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video. Until next time, bye.